Hi, I'm Eric Folks, Instructional Technology Coordinator for Lampasas ISD, and today we're going to talk about how we can use a interactive lesson plan in the form of a Google Doc, a published Google Doc, and embed it in our School World teacher site. So students and parents don't even have to click on a link. They can actually view the published Google Doc right there within the website. So we've already created our Google Doc, our lesson plan. In this case, we created it using Microsoft Word, and then we uploaded it into Google Drive by clicking on the little upload button, choosing the file, and we chose to convert it to a Google Doc format so that we have something that looks similar to this. In the last video, we covered lesson plans to Google Docs. We talked about how you can take that published Google Doc and by going File, Publish to the Web, and grabbing this document link, we can copy and paste that into our School World teacher site so that it gives users the ability to click on that link and it takes them to a full view. I'll show you what that looks like real quick of our published Google Doc. Now, what's nice about this is it's a full screen view. It's as big as it gets, okay? What is not nice about this is it requires them to click from our School World teacher site So essentially what they have to do is click from this page in order to get to this page. So what if we wanted them to be able to see it right here within the site? It's not too difficult. It's just one different set of code that we need to grab and with one little trick to it. So I'm going to go back to my interactive lesson plan, my published Google Doc, and I'm going to say File, Publish to the Web. And this time, instead of grabbing this code, I'm going to grab the embed code. And it lets me make it a little bit bigger right here if I want. So I'm going to right-click and copy that code. And then I'm going to go into my School World teacher site. And now I'm going to, we'll just add it to that. So it defaults to this, what you see is what you get, design editor. But if we click on the HTML button right here, then we can see everything that's already in there in the form of HTML. So this code that's in there right now is the code, the behind the scenes code for that link to the lesson plan. And it looks just like this without the code, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to right click and paste to the code that we copied from our published Google Doc, this iframe code right here. Now, if we go ahead and click Save, you can see what this looks like. It is a very small preview window. Not ideal, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to grab a little bit of extra code and put it in there so that we can specify the height and width. All right? So if you just search for HTML, iframe code, height, attribute, that kind of thing, you'll see what an iframe looks like and how you can specify the height and the width. So I've highlighted the width and the height code, and I'm going to just copy that. And you'll notice that it is within that little closed caret, but after the target of the iframe. Okay? So I'm going to go in to my HTML. And right here, before the closed caret, okay, and before the end of the iframe code right there. So right here, I'm going to paste in that code. So a pretty standard height and width is 800 for the width and 600 for the height. And I'm going to click Save. And now you'll see it's a nice big preview window. So once I click Save and View Page, you can see users now have the ability to see my lesson plan and scroll on down it, whether it's a full week or a semester or the year, and it still has the ability to have all these links be active. Now you'll notice when I click on that link, it does the link functions right within the preview window, which isn't ideal. So that's something to consider. What you may want to do instead is put a little note up there that asks users to right click and open links in a new tab. So in this case, it'll open up CNN in a new tab rather than within the preview window. Or this link to box.net, if I open in a new tab, it opens it up here. But if I click it right here, it's going to open it up right within the iframe itself. Okay, so that's one little limitation, and it'd be easy enough to put that sort of note up here. You know, right click and open tab, links in a new tab, just so that they avoid confusion. Because you can see when I clicked on that link to Box, I'm not sure exactly how I can get back to the lesson plan other than refreshing the page, because while it took me to the link, there's no back button within the iframe itself. So I just have to refresh it in order to get back to the lesson plan. Okay, so it's a judgment call on your part as the teacher, whether or not you want to have them click on a link that takes them to a full screen view of your lesson plan, where they can just click on those links and it takes them there, but now it's within the browser and you've got the back button, or whether or not you want to embed it right within your website itself and have them right click on those links and open them in new tabs so they don't get confused. Anyway, one more option. Let me know if you have any questions. Be more than happy to help. Thanks.